You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're my only friend. Oh, good girl. Oh, jeez. Come on, get out of here. They're here again. They're here. They gotta learn about comic books. We gotta talk about comic books, and I gotta tell you what I got this week. As you all know from the last video, I didn't have much of a haul except for some stuff that I got down in Charlottesville, Virginia. And I promised you a second video. So this is that video, and then tonight I'm doing my comic book shop ordering. However, we'll talk about that at the end. I have something interesting for you guys. My comic book shop haul finally came in. If you have not checked out this website yet, I highly recommend it. I'm kind of torn right now. I really like going into particular comic book shops, but I really like the convenience of ordering it online so I know I get what I want. So I've been kind of torn lately, but let me show you what I got anyway. So right up off the bat, the very first thing I got is, of course, Batman number 55. That is a beautiful, beautiful cover. I like the slight redness in it. The story is what the story is, unfortunately. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's stagnant. A little bit more action in this one. I highly recommend it as a read. I'm just been begging that the story picks up from where it left off there right after the wedding and all that terror, and they really haven't got into that. Like, for some reason, all of a sudden, Batman or Bruce Wayne's in a jury out of nowhere, and I'm like, right? I don't know. Hopefully it picks up soon. Next, I've been kind of digging this story as well. Mr. and Mrs. X. Definitely like that. Always been a fan of Gambit. He's one of the reasons why I learned like card magic and stuff when I was younger and extremely lonely. That's awkward. Next, of course, got to get Spider-Gideon. I have not read this one yet. I'm kind of excited. I kind of got the synopsis that they both have Uncle Ben has superpowers in this one too because of a blood transfusion. I'm not really sure how that worked, but I'm kind of excited to see this happen. Last but not least, I have been dying to finish the story. I've literally been waiting for it, and this is Injustice versus Masters of the Universe. If you have not picked up this series yet, you got to. Look, if you grew up in the 80s and you remember He-Man, the cartoon, and the action figures, and all the weird characters they had in that storyline, and you know, you also, of course, you had to watch Super Friends and stuff like that. I mean, this is what you did as a kid. You grabbed your action figures from two different genres and you made them fight each other. That's what's happening here. Check this story out. Next, Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, number 1C. This is the annual. I've already read the annual. Garbage. No, I haven't. That was Captain America. The Captain America annual was a garbage story. So I look forward to reading this one, actually. I really like this cover. Him pulling off the mask, kind of, sort of there. He's got camera with him. It's a nice little side-angled shot. I'm liking that. That's going to be cool. I was really excited about this. I'm really hoping this story makes up for that horrible Captain America storyline. And this is Soldier Supreme. I went ahead and went with the sketch variant because that is just sharp looking. The other variants were okay. All right, there's typical, but I'm really digging this. I think this sticks out a lot. And I kind of got the premise from the story of what the story is, but I look forward into diving deep into it. Next, I had to go with a classic, just an all-around classic story, and that's Dick Tracy. Now, I know some of my watchers out there may be slightly younger, and you're probably like, why is Dick Tracy a big deal? First off, go check out the movie. Yes, there was a movie of Dick Tracy back in the day. It was kind of clownish, but the whole thing was based off of characters, and it was just great, funny story that everybody loved. Now, and then you go into the comic books back in the day and how this ace detective, Dick Tracy, and the various characters in it just made great stories. They just made great stories. And you'll see why that's important. Also in the old movie, if you didn't know, Madonna was in it. And she was kind of the sensual character in it. You didn't know if she was good or bad. Now, from my last video, you saw those great variant covers that I was able to pick up with some great artwork in them. So I went ahead and I actually ordered these before I bought those, and I didn't even know that this came in a sketch variant at the time, and I had already ordered this one. But I kind of like the funness of this. It's playing around a lot. So that's kind of interesting. And I'm a huge cookout meat guy. Like, I'm not even kidding. 90% of my diet now is just straight meat, because I'm just an aggressive guy like that. So great cover there. And then I also found these. This is great. And I picked up 2 of them. And why did I pick up 2 of them? Because I'm a greedy capitalist. I'm going to flip these later. These are limited runs, variant covers that were sold only on eBay. I believe they said there was about 3,000 of them total. And last I looked, there was under 1,000 left. So if you haven't picked these up yet and you're a variant collector or cover collector, I highly recommend these. This is super rare. Plus we get it signed, maybe get a CG seed. I'm flipping it. Like, just straight up, I'm just making money off of them. If you haven't read this story, go ahead. Definitely read this story. This is a great story. And I keep anticipating that something big is going to happen in comic books, like that big dun 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 moment. And I hope that happens too. So take another look at it. Also, I'm really liking the artwork here, how the claws are literally going through Sabretooth's hands. That is just epically cool. Alright, and last but not least, and I would be remiss if I didn't say I didn't get a copy of it. And this saddens me. Batman Damned. I got it. Not really sure where they were going with the story in this particular one. Like, there's so much stuff they could have done with this, it being an adult magazine, right? And of course, there's a picture of Bruce Wayne's Wang. Say that 5 times fast. So yeah, it's in there. The unusual thing about this is some of the sites where I kind of check on investment comics and investmentcomicbooks.com, comic book price guide, just to kind of see what the market's spending and what people are willing to spend when I flip comic books, is a lot of people are actually considering this a first appearance. I hope they're joking, like there's some satire behind that. On one site it literally said first appearance of Batman's member. That's kind of awkward. Story's not that great. I know some of you out there liked the story, and I'm extremely being opinionated right now. So I definitely don't want to divert your attention from or change your mind in any way. That's not the point of this channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. Although, how do you like the look? I actually had to work a lot today, and I didn't have time to change before I wanted to get this video out to you. So looking sharp, like our old videos. So what's going on? Oh, watched Iron Fist second season. If you haven't seen that, oh my God, so much better than Luke Cage. Like I said before, I didn't hate the Luke Cage series or the last season of it. It just seemed like it to drag on a lot, and they had some great characters in it. And I think Iron Fist took less powerful villains, and made them more interesting. Like I don't know. It was really good. It was a good watch. I highly recommend it. Also on Netflix, again, I go back to my He-Man stuff. There's a great documentary on Netflix on how He-Man was created. And I didn't realize that much work went into it and the thought behind it. So if that's the kind of stuff that interests you, if you're a He-Man collector out there or the comic book collector, or if you just like 80s nostalgic stuff like that, I highly recommend that show. It was a great, just the insight that came along with it, I found very interesting. I don't know if that's because I'm getting older or weirder. We'll figure it out later. Don't worry about it. Friday, early in the morning, I'm going to be teleworking in my vehicle on my way to Baltimore. Hope to see you there. I know me, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, we're extremely excited to go. We really do try to live it up while we're at Comic-Con. And it's going to be an honor to be able to see Drew Manchu again and a few other people that are going to be there as well, from what I understand. I may have met some of them, and I'm sorry if I forgot some of y'all's names. At the Dallas Comic-Con, we were all kind of busy. We all just spread out. But I think this one we're going to have a little bit more fun and try to hang out. And of course, if you're going, you need to let me know, because the Secret Squirrel After Party, if you want to be part of it, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. All you need to do is leave a comment down below saying, I'm going to Baltimore Comic Con, where's the party, Slick? And I will get your information and send that to you. Without that, the dog you saw in the beginning, that's my dog Zena. She's looking at me. She's mad right now. Yes, Zena is a Cane Corso Mastiff. She kind of, sometimes I have problems with my hips and I have trouble getting up, and Zena's responsibility is to make sure that that happens. And she does a very good job of it. So, cameo, special guest, Zena Pocan today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think about what I got. Did we get some good stuff? Did we get some bad stuff? Am I wasting my time? Am I talking too much? Should we shut the channel down? Definitely let me know. Mostly so I can laugh at you. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. But hey, stay dry out there because it's raining here. Hope to see you in Baltimore. If you haven't checked out Blaster to Stash It yet, check them out Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, Spectacular Spider Grandpa always has a great show. If you're into Pops and you have not subscribed to him yet, you are missing out, Slick. Go do that. And plus, they just have a great network of a bunch of other shows and people there as well. Definitely support them. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we can do something. Well, we will. We will do something at Comic-Con for you people. We just haven't quite figured out how funny we want to make it yet, or offensive, depending on who you are. Yeah. See y'all later. Bye.